task A and task B. Okay, good morning everybody. We will start that first competition day briefing. Let me introduce Brian Prix, the responsible of the IGC group for Grand Prix.
Thank you, Reggie. Good morning, everybody. It's welcome to the 10th Sailplane World Final, 10th Sailplane Grand Prix World Final. We're all looking in good shape. Nice to see lots of familiar faces here. The Grand Prix addicts, it's good. We have this year the first ever FAI virtual event. So whilst we're having our Grand Prix in a normal way, every evening there'll be a virtual Grand Prix running, and it's run by a new team headed by Antoine Avet, and they're operating from Lille, would you believe? So it doesn't even have to be here, it's virtual. Yeah? We put a big screen up by the restaurant in the evening, so those of you who are flying the Grand Prix can find out tonight what you should have done when you see the virtual guys. It's fantastic because we have 20 competitors from 20 countries and a big list of people who wanted to fly. So the virtual flying might not be what you enjoy, but there's a lot of people out there who enjoy gliding in a different way. And I'm sure a lot of these guys will come into gliding and they'll bring big benefit to us in the long run. So we're really looking forward. It's quite exciting having a virtual Grand Prix. During the course of this week, we will ask you a number of times if we can interview you, if we can disturb you. Please be cooperative, because you know the objective of the Sailplane Grand Prix is to promote the sport. The objective is to find ways, technical and both altruistic ways of explaining to people what we do, showing people what we do, and making them realize that we have the best sport in the world. It's just that the rest of the world doesn't understand that. Yeah? They all want to use big engines and drive around courses. We know better than that. And we try to get that message over. It's a very exciting thing, the Sailplane Grand Prix, because we have moments of high tension. We have moments of really very competitive flying. And I think that's one of the things that attracts you to it. I think what attracts you is the fact it's small competition, it's friendly, it's exciting, there are moments of intensity and moments of relaxation. But unfortunately, there are also moments which can completely break your heart. And we need to remember that. We need to remember that it's fun, it's great, we do everything we can to make it safe. But at the end of the day, it's only you that can really make a difference. I just want to go to the next slide, please. Before we start, just remember these two guys. A lot of you know Herbert Weiss, who was with us in 2007 Grand Prix in New Zealand. And Thomas Reich, who was with us in 2018, 17-18 in Chile. Unfortunately, they didn't make the end of the competition. And this absolutely breaks your heart. We remember that every day. Every day we go flying, we remember that you need to take care to make sure that you come to the end of the competition. The last slide. You remember that in Sardinia, I made a small talk about a strategy for survival. My strategy was always, every day when I went flying, I said to myself, today is not the day. Today's not the day when I'm going to screw it up. Today's not the day I'm going to take a risk. Today's not the day I'm going to have the accident. Please try to do that every day. Try to remember every day we're going to come back home and we're going to fly safely. And then you won't break our hearts or anybody else's either. So I wish you a really safe and happy competition, and we're looking forward to a lot of exciting flying. Thank you.
Okay, this is the daily briefing. First of all, don't forget to return your OGN tracker. I think that yesterday 2 pilots forgot to return on time. This is the map of the altitude at the 500 HPA. We have the northwest flow, it's a light flow. This is the front map. That limit is moving to the east, and no front in the vicinity of Saint-Auban. I'm sorry, that picture does not move. So this is the infrared satellite, and this is the visible satellite with a beautiful sky over Saint-Auban. QNH today will be 1016. This is the cloud cover, it's a forecast, so with a cumulus. High altitude clouds are here, and we will have cumulus over the region. This is the forecast of sensible weather. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. No problem for the moment. Maybe we will have showers at the end of the day. The winds are generally breezes, little north wind in the Rhône Valley and breezes around Saint-Auban. This is the forecast from Michel. Well, Michel is here. Welcome to Michel, my Metman. QNH 1016, breezy below a weak northwest flow, 2 to 3 octas cumulus, bases 1,500 to 2,000 in plain and flat country, 4 to 5 octas cumulus, bases between 2,500 and 3,200, with isolated showers in the mountains. Michel told us that a shower particularly badly placed is expected over Lure between 4 and 5 p.m. We hope that it will be not so important as expected. Vario between 2 and 3 meters, and we will have cirrus that will come to overfly our region. We have a convergence possibility over the Verdon River. Michel's rating is 4 stars day, and 4 stars, if I remember, it's a good day. This is the top term from today. On the Durance Valley, we will climb to 2,000 and more than 2,000, with good vario, and most of time cumulus for the day. Maybe west wind, not too strong. This is the second area, is the parcours, cumulus, and then turn to showers and maybe storms. But normally, at that time, you will be at home, and up to 3,000. And on the west side, Les Baronnies, west side, we're more than 2,000, and cumulus, only showers at the end of the day, and good vario, good weather. Today, Romeo 71 is not active. This is that configuration for today. So in the Romeo 71, you can climb up to flight level 115 maximum. This is the updated slide from the airspace we talked yesterday. So national parks has moved to flight level 195. It's Mercantour and Les Écrins. Regional Park of Vercors has moved up to 2,300 meters, from ground up to 2,003. And the 2 little areas here, Romeo 11, this is the new limits. This one from 800 meters above mean sea level up to 1,300 above mean sea level. And the small one, that is just above the third one, from 1,003 up to 2,280. No change for the other. Gap, it is like yesterday, no change. Just one little error in your airspace file. I forgot to change dangerous type of airspace to prohibited. So maybe your TV will show dangerous area, but it's forbidden for the competition. This is the task for the day. Task A, 313 kilometers, decimal 65. The start is number 525, Toar village. Turning point number 1 is 360 Josier. Turn point number 2 is Orpierre, number 448. Turn point number 3 is Savine, 509. Turn point number 4 is 367 Lacluse. Lacluse is just west of Pic de Bure. Turn point number 5, come back to report point, and finish like yesterday, 326. The QNH 1016, maximum to altitude, it's written 1,100, but maybe it will be 1,200. We can decide just before takeoff. Maximum start speed 170, it's a standard, and maximum altitude for start is 1,800 meters. Romeo 71, knocked active, flight level 115. That is the task A. In case of change, due to weather or other thing, we will have a task B, 249 kilometers, decimal 53. The start is 337 Ganagobi, just south of Saint-Auban. Turn point number 1, Gréoux-les-Bains, 347. Turn point number 2, go to Barcelonnette Airfield, turn point 015. And turn point number 3 is Lacluse, 367. Then coming back to the report point and finish, same like yesterday. Takeoff on grid South Whiskey, like yesterday. In case of incident during takeoff, glider always vacate to the east, tow plane takeoff if possible, or vacate to the west. The alternate airfield in case of problem just after takeoff, the alternate field is this one. And if you have the minimum safety altitude, you can turn left and come back in opposite landing. In case of landing during launch time, glider will land on South Echo and stop here in order to be ready for a new launch from 230 axis. Remember that all tow planes are landing on the middle of the field. Release area, it depends on the weather conditions, so before takeoff we will decide if it is Colette Pylon or Lemay Plateau or Malfougas. Decision will be made just before takeoff. Report point, the same like yesterday, the north point, 474, and the finish, like yesterday, the point here. I made a new picture for today, according to the experience from yesterday. We asked the pilots who are coming from direct landing to line up at the middle of the line on the point, just to let place on the right side for people who are landing downwind and last turn, they are landing on the west side. So direct landing, prefer to center of the field, and speed finish a little bit east. That modification to help safety on the final if we have a lot of glider coming together. That's okay for me. Have a good.
May I make one small request, please? If you're lucky enough to be the first person back, if you can stop somewhere near that panel that says Sailplane Grand Prix, because Claire will be there with a microphone ready to give you a hot interview.
Ah, yes. So, okay, the first pilot on finish, please try to stop your glider in front of this building. Have a good day, good flight, and look outside.